My name is Vasudev Naik. I am from Anjuman Institute of Technology and Management, Patkar. Today I am going to explain about our project Home Automation as well as what I learned in an internship of IoT. Let me briefly explain content of this PPT. 1. Basics of C and C++, embedded system, IoT, tools used in a project, about our project, project screenshot and conclusion. First of all, project objectives. It's use easy and comfortable controlling of home devices using phone from any places. Next one, basics of C language. It's a general purpose language. It is applied and used effectively in various domains. It is a free formatted language. Efficiency and portability are important considerations. Library facilities play an important role. C is used in a system software development, embedded software development, OS kernel development, firmware, middleware, and driver development, file system development, and many more. Here is the basic structure of C program. Here we can see hash includes stereo.h and int main, and in a flower bracket we can see assigning a value to a and print f and return 0. We can see we also we can use while main instead of return 0. Move to the next slide. Here we can see the data types. Data types in a C basics are like int float char double, derived from like array pointer functions, and some user defined data types like struct, union, and enum. Flow control statements in a C like if else, switch case, or while, do while. And operators in a C like arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, and assignment operators. Array are defined as a collection of similar data, and it's stored in a contiguous memory locations. Pointer in a C language is a variable which stores the address of another variable. This variable can be type of int, char, array, function, or any other pointer. Function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. We can pass the data known as parameter into function. Next one, Introduction to C++. C++ was invented by Benjamin Storstaff in 1979 at Bell Laboratories. C++ is an statically typed, compiled, general-purpose, and case-sensitive programming language that supports the procedural, object-oriented, and generic programming, adds many new features to the C language, and it is perhaps best thought as a superset of C. Application of C++ are video games, high performance, financial application, graphical application, simulation, productivity, office tool, embedded and real-time software, audio, and video processing. An object is a real-world entity which will have a state and behavior. Object is an instance of a class. Object also comes with their own identity. Access modifiers are used to set up boundaries or accessibilities of class members. Constructor is a special member functions of a class that initialize the object of the class. Constructor initialize the values to the object. Members after storage is allocated to the object. Four fundamental concepts of OOPS are encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. Simple code for C++. Here we can see hash include iostream, int main, cout hello world, and slash and return 0 and close the flower bracket. Here we can see in our right hand side that IO streams are a file header, and we can see the start of the program and processor directive and program termination, and in the middle, in between the flower bracket, we can see the statements. And then move to the next topic, embedded system. An embedded system is a combination of hardware and software which is designed to do a specific task. Embedded system has three parts: one hardware, firmware, and software. Embedded system have peripherals such as serial communication interface, synchronous serial communication interface, and universal serial bus, etc. Categories of embedded system. 1. Standalone. These are independent systems which work by themselves. They don't depend on a host like MP3 player and calculator. Second one, real-time embedded system. These systems are strictly time-specific, which means these embedded system provided output in a particular or defined time interval. Example, traffic control system, military and medical usage. Networked. Network embedded systems are connected to a network which may be wired or wireless to provide output to the attached device. Example, ATM machine, home security system. Fourth one, mobile embedded system. Mobile embedded systems are small and easy to use and require less resources. Example, MP3 player, mobile phones, and digital camera. Next, move to the another topic, IoT. What is IoT? IoT is Internet of Things, the network of physical objects that contain embedded technology to communicate and interact with their internal states or external environment. IoT architecture, sensing the layer, network layer, data processing layer, and application layer. Here, let me briefly explain about our project. One, tools used in our project are, ideally, and Pixim Lab and Null Emulator and Blink IoT app. Arduino software. Arduino integrated development environment is an open software um, which contains the text editor operating code, is a message area and text console, a toolbar which buttons of functions and serial menus. It connects to Arduino hardware to the upload of programs and communicate with them. Here in the right side of the picture we can see there is a three part. One, in the first part we have to define all the pins which we are using in Arduino. Then second, white setup, and third one is while loop. Here we are giving the functions that which we are doing. Pixim Lab. Pixim Lab is a real-time emulator of development board with integrated MPLAB BX, MPLAB X, GDB debugger. Pixim Lab supports some Pixim microcontroller and some SimWare microcontrollers. Pixim Lab supports several devices that can be connected to boards for simulation. Then again, Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno is a low-cost, flexible, and easy to use programmable open source microcontroller board that can be integrated into a variety of electronic projects. This board can be interfaced with other Arduino boards, Arduino Shields, a Raspberry Pi, and can control a relay, delay, servers, and motor as an output. Blink IoT. Blink app allows to create one or more projects. Each project can contain graphical widgets like virtual LEDs, buttons, value displays, and even a text terminal, and can interact with one or more devices. project, our home automation. In home automation, we have light sensing system to control garden lights on the basis of intensity of the light. Temperature control system to control the switch of the heater, cooler remotely. Switching of the heater off automatically if the temperature indoor exceed 35 degrees Celsius. Water tank control system to control the inlet and outlet of the valve remotely, switching the inlet valve on if the volume of the water tank drops below the 2000 liter, and switching the inlet valve off if the tank's full automatically. Here we can see some screenshot of our project. Here, if the volume is more than 3000 liter, the inlet will be closed automatically. If the volume of the water is less than 2000, we can on any time of the outlet and inlet to fill the water. If the temperature is less than if temperature is higher than 35 degree, the AC will turn on automatically. When heater is off, we can see some pictures of that. When the inlet valve is open, we can see here when the inlet valve is open, we can see the water flow inside of that tank. Here are some pictures of that. Thank you everyone for listening it.